Dr. Aubrey Wallace, and this is the EOE Report for this week, August 28th through September 3rd, 2023. If you're enjoying these, please share with your friends, like and subscribe, or whichever platform we're on. Check out the bio for more information. If you want to join our Power Up, which is a practice of daily doing these alignment meditations, please check out the link in the bio. All right, last week we had all set. We had ourselves in a canoe going across a lot of unconsciousness, unconscious kind of murky feeling emotion on a sunset of something. But it was all set. Everything was finishing up there with that process. As we move into this week, I hope you found your people, or at least you felt aligned with your people last week, because this week we're moving into change. Chakra 7 focus this week, meaning that you'll see the change actually occur in your life this week if that whatever was leading, our boat was leading to. This week we, the thing to do when you have a Chakra 7 is to surrender. The idea is to actually allow and surrender, turn it over, ask for grace, connect into spirit as much as you can, because this is a time of listening, allowing, and actually bringing change through your life. This week we had a lightning bolt on the map, and a lightning bolt on a map is, it's a very quick energy. Generally, it's a quick energy of quick, fiery inspiration, almost like a bolt of change. And we have 5 layers of this one. So I think that is actually the number of change, so that makes sense there. So we have a 5-layered lightning bolt. Generally, a lightning bolt also helps us understand a little bit about the timing of things. I call it like the bring the thunder tool on a map. So if you use a lightning bolt on a map, it means to look at what you're trying to intend, and then you feel for the lightning strike in your life, and then you pretend to strike the lightning and listen for the thunder. So the feeling with this one is, I can feel this inspiration coming, this strike of change coming in my life, and then I listen. How far off do I hear the thunder, right? Does it seem like it's far away, or does it seem like it's close up? So I think right now, generally lightning bolts come in as one color or sometimes 2 colors. This one was quite a party though. So we had actually a full rainbow coming in on this right side of this rainbow, or right side of the lightning bolt, which made me think that we are kind of almost like in a bridging across the veil, or bridging across dimensions on one aspect. So it feels almost like this is something cutting through and helping us wake up to something between, or bridging across realities. That's what the rainbow usually means. Also, rainbows do bring optimism. Like the rainbow it's going to be okay, right? The sky is coming up rainbows. So I do think there's a piece of this that feels like that. There was a pretty heavy blue, or heavy blue energy here, or indigo. So I do think you'll want to kind of listen in to what we're moving across on that veil energy. On the other side here, we had gray. And so I think gray on a map is the message about the gray area, or something that's changeable or needs to be changed often. And because this middle section is in the color of canary yellow, which I think that's the color of showing us what's wrong with the world right now. So we have a gray area on one side, which is showing us what's wrong with the world, going through most of it, with a rainbow on the other side. And then right through the middle of that what's wrong with the world is the color of manifesting. So I think right now we're looking at kind of a big boom of potential change, across dimensional feeling there. And then these ripples out were also of the color of manifesting. So I think right now might be a really opportune time for those manifestations to help us make some big changes in what's going wrong with our world. I hope so. And then they made a joke here, EOREKA. So EOREKA means, I have found it. Like, I found it, right? And the your here, I feel like, is in the color of feisty love and action. So there's a piece of this that has to do with finding what's the best for you. And then the EOREKA is coming in with Surrender to Grace here as a color 2. And then there's even a stronger, feisty magenta here on the E. So I think you've got kind of a need to be loving with yourself this week, both unconditionally loving and also feistily loving yourself towards your potential, because it's likely that you're going to have kind of an epiphany level crash in this week saying, this is it, I found it. Like, I found what it is that I need to be doing to manifest in my life, to get through this kind of things that are going off in the world. So that's a very specific one. And again, if you want to play with it, think what you've been working through, just let the Eureka hit your life and then pretend to listen for the thunder. And if you hear the thunder far away, you know that you've got a little time before you feel the effects of that. If you're hearing the thunder right away, you know that you're probably right in the middle of it. So you can use it as a determinant of how far off that manifestation is going to be. All right, I hope that you find your Eureka this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for watching these. See you soon.